Coach, I know naturally you're going to look at the scoreboard and feel like we left some points off the board that should be up there, but overall, how would you assess your team's performance tonight?
Well, I'd be nervous if we didn't know why we left the points off the board, but I think we have an understanding of the penalties and the things that killed our drives. And you just got to be careful with the ball. I mean, I think you have to give Stanford a lot of credit. They came ready to play that an extra week on prep, but I hate giving out any excuses because I don't think we played a clean football game, you know. And I say that on the offensive side, but defensive side, I mean, we made some plays. They got a little sloppy at the end, gave them some yards, but I think they're just kind of throwing everything that they can to get points on the board. But overall, I'm happy about the win. We just got to keep working, man. It's a good thing Will Farron's an automatic kicker for us. And he did a great job with kickoffs too. So Sammy did a great job pinning the ball in field position. So I feel good about that. We just got to keep rolling, and we have a bye week, so we got to get all these things fixed and then get ready for East Carolina.
Why do you feel like the defensive game plan was so effective tonight?
Yeah, we have great coaches and great players, and Jay Hill has done a great job at calling the game, and then his staff. Defensively, they've done a great job prepping the players. And then I think if you want to think about it, you go back to the fundamentals. We tackle well, good things can happen for us. I didn't see a lot of missed tackles. I saw a lot of missed opportunities and missed assignments, but we'll get those fixed.
How much of the offensive frustrations do you feel is based on just early season, breaking in a true freshman quarterback, among other things?
Well, I think the guys are pressing a little bit, you know, but it's when you start pressing and then you start putting the ball on the ground and you start missing assignments. I mean, having guys come straight off the edge and hit our quarterback. And then we've had to rely on the quarterback to run the ball a little bit too much tonight and taking shots on him. So I don't like that, you know. We've got to be better. Everyone doing their 111th. I felt like guys were trying to step out of themselves. I felt like they had the great demeanor and great mindset going into halftime, but I wish we would have finished the second half a little bit better on the offensive side. I think everything else is pretty good.
If you could summarize what your message is going to be to your team tonight and moving forward next week into the bye week, what would it be?
Yeah, winning football games is hard, you know, but it's going to be really good to be able to learn some lessons when you win 27-3, and you can see the guys' demeanor. Like, you can't expect to just go and mop everybody up, you know. They have quality players on that side. We know because we have a few of them on our team, you know, looking at the Bachmeyers and Nusi Tamopeao. Those guys are good players, and L.J. Martin was committed to them too. So we know that they're going to be ready. Frank Reich and Andrew Luck are going to have the team ready with an extra week of prep. But it's the little mistakes that we can control on our side. That's stuff that I think we can easily make a fix for during the bye week and get ready for the next game.
You mentioned L.J. Martin. He goes over 100 yards again, second consecutive week. What do you feel like is allowing him to go to another level?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of everybody doing the other 10 guys blocking and you know, Barry getting a good read on it. But like we know he's been a good runner for us, and then to have Sione Moa go in there and get some reps, and then you know we have a deep running back group, and Harvey and A-Rod and Fessy, those guys have done a great job with them. But it's hard to mention all that and not mention the O-line. They've done some good things up there. I mean, I'll have to take a look at some of these holding calls and all this stuff that all of a sudden happened, and we didn't get any of those calls. You know, I think they tackled Glasgow a few times when he's trying to get into the backfield. But it is what it is. We just keep moving on and try to find ways to make plays next time.
I may have noticed you speaking with the officials at some point early in the first half. How do you control the emotions when the frustration is mounting like that?
Yeah, I think it's just, I mean, I lost my cool a little bit, and that didn't help the team. So I've got to be a better leader and just control what we can control. You know, I just had to remind the refs that they're missing some calls, and they're making a lot of really good ones on the other side. So it's okay. That's just part of the game. We just got to learn from it and get better.
You can always use a reminder. On the passing game, it looked like you opened things up a little bit more in the second half. What did you like that you saw there?
Well, I thought Stanford did some really creative things on the pass rush and with a blitz package. And so, you know, it kind of threw us off a little bit. We saw some coverages that we didn't see before. But that's okay. We have to be prepared for everything. But, you know, we can throw the ball, and we have a quarterback that can throw, so let's just do it more often. I just want to sustain drives. I felt like kind of got low sleep a little bit there, so we got to just pick up the energy and try to find ways to get first downs and get chunk yards. I mean, the pass game opens up for us. We throw the ball downfield, and our receivers are capable of making big plays and big catches.
Last week it was the largest crowd since 2009. This week it's the largest crowd since November of 2007. I know that you're a big proponent of how special this stadium is. How would you assess the atmosphere tonight?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, everybody showed up in white, and you know, it was a lot of fun. They made a lot of noise, and so really thankful for all the fans. And man, it's been, like I said, you know, you have something special when the opponents are mentioning how awesome the environment was. And we heard from their staff, their players, and their coaches, so that was awesome.
Coach, good luck with your preparation in the bye week. Hopefully somewhere in there's a little bit of extra rest, a nice meal, and then we look forward to seeing you in Greenville in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I usually eat well, so that's not going to be a problem. But we're going to have a lot of fun and learn from the film. But appreciate everybody. Thank you, Cougar Nation, for supporting us.
Thanks, Kalani.
Love you, brother. Go Cougs.